All right, good morning from Echo Bay. It's Monday morning. It's pretty calm. There's one other guy here. He just turned the corner out there and he's heading north. It looked like he was it's a Mako. I think it's a 19. But anyways, we're getting ready to head north, try and find something. We're not gonna go as far north, but we're gonna go a little bit north. So I just did this. I just mounted this, and this is as close to live scope as I'm ever gonna get. I got a Helix 5 up here now because I have a transducer on this thing right there that I've never used it. So because the main transducer is way back here, so by the time you see fish on the fish finder, you're already past them, and that's going to be really good for finding crappie, I do believe. But anyways, I'm pretty much rigged up, ready to throw this thing in the water. So I'm in compliance with the Lake Mead National Recreation Area filming guidelines. Let's not worry about that. Let's just go. All right, stick around. First one of the day. One of them striped critters. Just not the end of the world. There he is. Not very big, but he took the electric chicken. Oh, come on. All right, this is gonna take a second. There he is, about 14 inches. Not huge, but not a skunk. Striper number 2, and this one's smaller than the first one. That is a baby. Hooked him just like the first one, right in the corner of the mall. That's a dink. He gone. I got a catfish or a good sized striper. I mean, this is an ultralight. That drag's turned down about as far as I'm gonna. It was ripping so much drag, I had time to put it in the rod holder, reel the other line up, and turn the trolling motor off. I think he just gave up. I'll say striper. We're about to find out. He's not about to give up. Maybe. That might have been his last run. Nope. I don't have a net with me. Of course, I seldom use a net, even at Willow Beach, but I run a lot bigger line than 5-pound line at Willow Beach, so it's got to be a striper. I haven't even seen him, and he's right there. He is. That's a striper. That is not a horrible striper. That is a nice striper. He's not quite scale worthy, but he's definitely the fish of the day. That's probably 5. I'm gonna try and get him in a boat here. Caught out of Lake Mead in a while. All right, I'm gonna wait on him. That one's definitely scale worthy. 6.5 pounds. That is the biggest striper I've ever caught out of Lake Mead. Previous record holder was right at 5. That was 6.5, so holy moly. On the electric chicken. Go figure. Well, we're on our way to a multi-species day. Here's my dink bass. He gone. So Thought it might have been a crappie the way he came up. Kind of started surfing a little bit, but no. So I've had a few little taps here and there, so I think they're around. I just gotta get them to bite. And of course, the day I catch my Lake Mead personal best, I'll leave my phone in the truck. So, you know. But I do have video of it, so I got that going for me. I really hope my phone's in my truck. If not, we got problems, but I'm pretty sure it is. Turning out to be not such a horrible day. There's a largemouth. So I got one dink smallmouth, 3 small stripers, a personal best striper, and that was a pretty big largemouth right there. And something kept tapping over here. I don't know what it was, but it's probably another bass. But I'm up in 12 feet of water, so things could very easily start happening right now. There's the second largemouth of the day. This one had, I got it out of him. He had a line down his throat, but there wasn't a hook in him. He just had line around his teeth. So, everything today, except for that one bass, has been on the electric chicken. The big bass that I got. It's an electric chicken kind of day. So we're about done in this area. And by about, about 5 minutes, I'm gonna head south and see if I got some time to check some stuff out. And the weather is actually cooperating today, so we're gonna check out a few other areas. I might swing in there by Rogers Bay or Stewart's Bay or wherever those launchable places that I saw last time I was up here. Might take a better look at those. So, all right, see that right there? Right there? Right there. That's about the best looking launch I've seen. And there's fish jumping right in front of me. This is, hold on. Well, fish. Probably carp. Who knows? Okay, there's Stewart's Point. This is Blue Point Bay right here. All right. See that? Can you read that? And right here it's 43 feet deep. So, I don't know if that's a kayak guy or if that's a bank fisherman, but you could do both from right here. This looks a whole lot like where I face planted in 50-degree water 2 years ago. That was not a great day. I stepped out of the kayak onto the ground, into quicksand, sank up to my waist, waders filled up, and they lifted my legs up out of the water. That's how I know that neoprene waders act like a life preserver. That's how I debunked that. Everybody says, oh, you wear waders in a kayak, you're going to drown. No, they keep you floating. There's only one way I know that. So, we're going to swing through here. That diver is about to start hitting the bottom if I go a whole lot more shallow. So we may turn a little bit. There might be something, if I remember correctly, there's something around this corner too. I'll look here in a minute. All right, we're down up at the north end. Next stop, Stewart's Bay. Try and find some kayak launchable spots. This is Rogers Wash right here, and that looks pretty promising right there. The only landmark I got for you, and I don't know if it's mobile. It looks like it might be mobile. It's a flag. I don't know if it's on somebody's trailer or what. It very well might not be there if you come looking for it as a landmark. But that looks pretty good. And this is, like I said, Rogers Wash. And I didn't see south of here. I don't think I saw anything else on the last trip, but I just wanted to pull in here. Give you guys possibilities. It looks like there might be a trail over there that comes down to this little inlet bay cove looking thing right here. There's one fish down there. Let's see if he's hungry. Here, fishy, fishy. No, that's not where I was, but that looks better than the place that I face planted. Because I don't see a place to launch over here. And that one, it was a peninsula that came out and there was ramps on both sides of it. So that's not it. But like I said, that's Blue Point Bay. So Rogers Wash is up here. Rogers Wash and Rogers Bay is up here. I'm gonna reel this line up, pull that trolling motor up and motor a little bit. Back at Echo. About to get up out of the water. So, yeah, good day. Any day you catch a 6.5 pound striper out of Lake Mead, I was not expecting that. That was definitely not on my bingo card, but holy moly. Somebody told me I was due for a personal best. He didn't say where, but he said I was due for a personal best. I would like to borrow your crystal ball, sir, because it clearly works better than mine. Maybe you could dial those settings into plug in Willow Beach into that formula. Could you do that for me? You know who you are. So anyways, I don't know if I'm going to get out tomorrow or not. I may. I go back on Wednesday, day shift for 3 days. I'm off for 5. If I don't get out tomorrow, it will be Saturday morning somewhere over here. I really need to get to Temple Bar. I keep saying that, and I would like to get down to Cottonwood again. Give Cottonwood another chance, but that's this time of year it's really hit and miss down there as far as wind goes. But I'd like to give it a try. I will probably do Temple Bar before Cottonwood. And from what I hear, Willow is still very, very weedy. So, and the road is just road destruction. It's a work in progress. You know how things got to get worse before they get better. Well, we are pretty much dead center in the they are worse. So, anyways, that's gonna do it. So if you like what you saw, mash that dude floating around over there. Check out the Amazon links. There's all kinds of good, useful stuff down there in that description. If you're thinking about buying a kayak from Echo Fishing, that top affiliate link, that's my affiliate link for Echo Fishing Shop. I would appreciate it if you use that, or if you call them, tell them that you heard about it from Henderson Hookin' or Surviving Vegas Outdoors. I've changed the name. There's 2 people that realize that I changed the name of the channel.
trying to broaden my viewership, because the algorithm, I don't know, it's weird, and it's kind of working. I've noticed a little bit of an uptick, so you know, sometimes you just gotta change it up. I'll always be Henderson Hookin'. I've got too many stickers, hats, and shirts that say it to not be Henderson Hookin'. That's my email address, hendersonhookin@gmail.com. So if you want to shoot me a line, there you go, Henderson Hookin', no G, hendersonhookin@gmail.com. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you on the water. All right, one more clip and then that's it. Okay, I'm going to have if you're local, I'm going to have a great kayak fish finder. Well, it's for sale. I just got to get it off the native. With this 10 amp hour lithium battery. It looks like an Aqua, but it's not. Okay, I ran that Helix 5 on this for 6 hours. You see that? It's still full. Still full. Didn't even drop one light. So 150 bucks. Shoot me an offer. It's how many times? Oh, I should probably get in front of the camera. Like 3 or 4 times, maybe as many 4 times as this battery and that fish finder have been used. So it's really low use. It's like new, and it'll come with the charger, that battery, and the ram mount to put it on your rail. All right, so let me know.